Get ready for the Squawking Eagles Podcast.
All right, Eagles fans, real quick, I just want to say let's go Birds. Cooper Rush sucks. And our offensive blowout that we originally were predicting may not be the same, seeing as how Jalen Hurts is not playing. When we originally recorded, it was believed that Jalen Hurts will be playing. But I still hope that we win it, and I hope we crush them. Go Birds. And that is how you start a game against the Dallas Cowboys. CJGJ, after his expulsion from last game, comes in with a pick six. It says, Cooper Rush, you're my bitch. Let's go Birds.
Eagles kind of shooting themselves in the foot. Darius Slay kind of looking in the backfield, not really paying attention to what the receiver's doing. It looks like Nakobe Dean not being in there is going to be an issue because his replacement is causing penalties. Tie game here, 7-7. It's going to see how the Eagles' offense is now with Kenny Pickett with a 7-7 game again. Let's go, Eagles. Let's go.
Well, it's Dallas week as the Eagles open the game up on defense against Dallas. CJGJ with a pick six to the house for the Eagles to take a lead 7-0. Dallas quickly responds back. Cooper Rush throwing it to, was it Turpin? For the touchdown against Quentin. I always want to say Quentin Mitchell. Quentin Michael. But breaking his no touchdown streak. Game currently tied. We have yet to see the Eagles offense on the field. So let's see what they do. Hopefully they run the ball and win the game.
Well, after 10 minutes of gameplay, the game is all tied up. The Cowboys have over 100 and some offensive yards, and we have 0. And that's just how good our defense is. We kept some points on the board. Either way, crazy to see Quinyon let up a touchdown like that, but it is also just a lot of things going Cowboys' way early. That's how it goes. Let's get the Birds on the field here with this kickoff. 5 minutes, 38 seconds left. We're going to see a bit of a return, and the Birds are going to go down this field and score. I believe it. Let's go, Eagles. I will agree to not rant nearly as much as I did last week's episode, but I'm going to say right now, we just saw evidence of why Kenny Pickett does not belong in the NFL, as was evident last week, but just want to bring it back right now. A man who believes that wearing 2 gloves gives you better feel of the ball clearly has no idea how to hold a football, let alone his hand even be able to fit around a football. But his throws are so bad. His decision-making is terrible, and now we have no offense because he has no idea how to play the game. So this is going to be a really rough game to watch, Eagles fans. I hope we can figure out something. Defense has a lot of work cut out for him. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Not sure if I understand the play calling. You have Saquon Barkley, and I know they're probably loading the box, but you still got to give Saquon Barkley the ball. You got to give him a chance. I'm surprised they haven't changed the game plan here. Quarterback options, the RPOs with Kenny Gainwell do not hit the same. This is ridiculous. Seeing Devontae Smith get blocked illegally and then come up looking hurt, the referees are not watching what's happening in this game already, and it's only 11 minutes into the game. This is not going to be good.
All right, defense did what defense had to do. 3 and out. Looking forward to this punt. Birds get back on offense. Hopefully we do something besides let Kenny Pickett try to throw the ball at the dirt or in the air. Other than that, let's go Birds.
Well, Eagles' first offensive drives, sputters out, 3 and out. Didn't see Saquon in the game or get handed the ball once at all. A dirty play by Dallas where the cornerback made illegal contact with Devontae Smith, and Devontae Smith falls and apparently has an injured wrist, has been getting it taped up on the sidelines. Still 7-7.
What a catch by Calcaterra. Saving Kenny Pickett. Save. That's a saving catch for the drive. Drive, saving catch. Touchdown Eagles. Pickett to Smitty. What a throw. What a catch. Way to go, Eagles. Let's go.
All right, so I've been keeping my mouth shut for a minute just because I wanted to watch the game, but goodness gracious, this game is crazy. First of all, Cal Katera, what an amazing reception that was. Secondly, the play that I just watched, Saquon catches a little swing pass, again behind the line of scrimmage. They are so far offsides by Dallas. And no penalty, again. Dallas get away with murder. I mean, that line judge can see it. Like, how are you, I mean, even right now with this play, with 6:44 left, 50 lined up, offsides, helmet's completely across the line. And that's a touchdown to Devontae Smith. Oh my God, I can't believe the ball actually flew in the right direction from Pickett. Kenny Pickett, did you sub out and someone else subbed in and just wore your jersey? Because that wasn't a Pickett throw. Because you have no hands to throw that. You're trash. But hey, Devontae Smith made it work. Let's go, Birds.
Well, Eagles' next offensive possession is saved by a catch by Cal Katera on the sideline. Catches like that guarantees that Goddard probably will not be back next season with this team because of catches like that guy Katera keeps making. What a catch. Continued on with Devontae Smith's grab in the end zone for a touchdown. Eagles currently up 14-7. Let's go, Birds.
See, I like Jake Elliott doing the kickoffs. It gets him in the game more. It gets him like kicking the ball more, getting comfortable. I like that change. My guy, Jordan Davis, coming up with the fumble recovery. Eagles ball. Let's go. Kenny, put another TD on the board. Gotta love Jordan Davis.
All right, so I just watched the Eagles perform the first tush push at the hands of Kenny Pickett, and it's crazy to see the down the line or overhead stretch. At least 4 or 5 Cowboys are so far offsides, it's unreal. But Johnny Wilson knows what he's got to do, grabs Pickett and says, "Don't worry, my boy, I'm 6'7", I can get you there," and carries our little man quarterback across the line of scrimmage, gets us that first down, and we continue to move on. Let's go, Birds. Oh my God, everyone, praise the day. The NFL refs have finally called offsides during a tush push. It only happens every single time, but goodness gracious, they are so far offsides, it's broken. I can't believe they actually called it. Let's go, Birds.
Interception, CJ He literally took the interception away from Quinyon Mitchell. Quinyon would have had his first interception, and CJ just took it right out of his hands. Eagles ball with 2 timeouts in about, 45 seconds. They could get a long field goal here. Let's go, Birds.
CJ, pick number 2. Again, though, the second pick of the year stolen right out of Quinyon Mitchell's hands. But whatever. Let's go, Birds. I know it's the end of the half. 30 seconds. We might try to get another field goal. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's go, Birds.
CJ with another pick, this time not a pick 6, but as predicted by Mr. Old Man Sanchez himself. With a great defensive drive, Eagles still up 17-7. Kenny Pickett lets it fly, and Devontae Smith on the other side glides into the end zone. Touchdown. Oh, might be a little bit short. But you catch what I'm saying.
Amazing play by Devontae Smith, who just doesn't quite get in, but then little tiny Kenny Pickett just fails miserably because he takes a knee instead of actually going into the end zone. So it's 2nd and goal with 2 seconds on the clock, and we're going to go for it again. If he doesn't get it in here, I expect someone to go in at halftime and cut his legs off. Let's go, Birds. Face mask, but hey, Kenny Pickett actually made it into the end zone. What a crazy surprise. This man actually did a football play. I still don't trust him. I still don't believe him. I still want a different quarterback in. But as it stands, we're currently up 23-7 with no time on the clock. End of the half. Obviously, we still have the extra point to go for, so it should be 24-7 at the end of the first half. Fly, Eagles, fly. What a crazy game it's going to be. Let's go, Birds.
Thanks to the defense, Eagles really put up a good score here, 24-7 Birds at halftime. Kenny Pickett is getting the job done. I've had a few text messages coming back to me saying Kenny Pickett is better than Jalen Hurts. The offense runs better without Jalen Hurts. Hilarious. Still, Kenny is managing the game. Jalen Hurts is a different animal than Kenny Pickett. Let's go, Birds.
So after Kenny Pickett throws another dime of a play for a touchdown, which shocks me to hell, it's called back for a baloney holding call, but they call, the nice hit that takes Pickett out, the late hit, the absolute abomination of a hit, again, is not called. These refs really are starting to wonder. I don't know if they forgot that Philadelphia doesn't do well with refs. Like, there's refs that are, like, banned from the city and for their own safety. They might want to, they want to check their shit, because it ain't going to go well for you keep missing calls like that. The teams aren't going to do well with it. The fans aren't going to accept it. Start calling the game evenly. I'm not saying call things our favor. I'm saying call it evenly. Call it fair. Because you're playing some bullshit here with these no calls. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Was that even a hold? Michael Parsons putting his shoulder into Kenny Pickett and knocking him down to the ground. Kenny Pickett he's being tough out there. He's taking these hits, but he looks like he's getting beat the hell. Tanner McKee had to come in and hand off the ball to Saquon. Eagles put up a 3-point here, and it's 27-7 Eagles. I swear, the referees are really, not making it easy for the Eagles. They're missing a lot of plays on the penalties on the Cowboys. But Eagles score here, 27-7. Let's go, Birds. I think the Eagles just put in Joe Montana with a dime pass to A.J. Brown in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles up 33-7. Tanner McKee with his first NFL touchdown. Looking good, number 16. Looking good.
Finally, the Birds with 1-2. A.J. Brown. Tanner McKee comes in, throws a pass, gets 9 yards. There's another pass caught, but he doesn't quite get the foot down. Brown. Couple weird penalties back and forth. He says, let's try it again, and it's a touchdown. A.J. Brown. Birds up 33-7 in the third quarter. Let's go. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Nolan Smith causing the turnover, and Dijon coming up with the recovery. Go Birds. Eagles, let's go.
And as the Cowboys are driving down the field, Nolan Smith Jr. comes in, forces a fumble, and Cooper Dijon, he earned that name back, has a nice recovery. Flag after the play, looked like a shove, late hit by Dallas, in my opinion. But we'll see here. I mean, it 100% hits Carter right in the back of the head, right in front of a ref, and that's when the flag goes flying. Good shit, Jalen Carter. Good shit, Nolan Smith Jr. Good shit, Cooper Dijon. Let's go, Birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I should have stuck to my guns before the game started. I left a prediction on Monday, said, hey, the Eagles are going to win 42-9. Game started, and I said, hey, real quick, guys, I know those predictions were in, but we thought Jalen Hurts was going to play. We were going to, get mad at them, whatever. Jalen Hurts isn't, so I wouldn't expect it to be such a game. But, hey, 41-7, what do you know? Birds come to town, ready to play, and show everyone that, hey, we're winning this. We're locking up the second seed. There's no questions. Next week, starters can take a break if they want. Obviously, we might play Saquon to get that, record, but I'm like, I don't really mind it because, like, there's going to be everyone's going to be, oh, there's an extra game, whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. He got 2,000 yards. Good for him. I'm happy for him. The Birds won. We shit on Dallas. The Giants are winning. They're losing the first pick in the draft. It's a great day to be a Birds fan, ladies and gentlemen. Fly, Eagles, fly. We'll talk some more come in the podcast later in the week. I'll shoot my one word over later to describe this whole game. But right now, everyone, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Go Birds.
Eagles win 41-7. Mark with the closest prediction at 42-9. Way to go, Mark. Eagles improve to 13-3 on the season going into next week with the Giants could be 14-3 next week. We'll see. Saquon, player of our game. My final word for this game is clinched. The Eagles clinched the NFC East. They got the job done. Let's go, Birds. We'll see you next week.
My one word for this amazing game, the Eagles, even with backups, went into the Lincoln Financial Center here at home and told the Cowboys this is our home, and they need to go back to their baloney place that is Dallas. Not even, it's Arlington, but not even that. Middle of nowhere bullshit. My word is dominance. Because our Eagles were beautifully dominant in all phases of the game. Let's go, Birds.
What up there, Squawking Eagles Nation? Here to put my final word. I was unable to see most of the second half due to a family obligation. I know, right? Who does a family function on a football Sunday when the Eagles are playing Dallas? I don't know. You'll have to talk to the person in charge of that. I was just invited. So anyway, my one word for today's game was, and I echo back to our quarterback, Jalen Hurts, the standard. The standard's the standard. The standard is to win one game at a time, whatever it takes. Clearly, the defense showed up today, didn't allow Dallas really to get an offense going. I still stand my ground in saying that if Jalen would have been playing, it would have been a blowout. It would have been a 0 on the board. Would have been 41-0, even though I said 30. I think I said 33 or 36-0 in the podcast earlier in the week. But the standard is to win one game at a time, and that's how we're going to do it from here on out. We got one more game to close out the season against the Giants, which clearly means nothing for us. Although I really do want them to attempt to break the record for Saquon. If any Giants fans or any of the Giants staff are listening to this podcast by chance, there's going to be a point in next week's game where you guys are going to punt the ball away. It's going to be inside of our 5-yard line. If you guys just take a knee and let Saquon, I think you guys owe Saquon a lot. Just take a knee, let him break the record. Let's get him off the field as soon as possible. And we move on to the playoffs and continue to, like Jalen said, the standard's a standard, one game at a time. No matter who's first, you know what I mean? That we're going to take care of that team and move on to the next. So my key word, once again, standard, because that's what is expected of this team. And let's go Birds. Playoff time.